Welcome back to another video. If you're new around here, then every single month I basically do the same video where I compile all of the grocery shops that I do in a month and we see if we can stick to my budget. So my current budget for my family of four, it's me, my husband, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, is £350. So it's about £100 a person. Because I've got 2 kids, I made it £350 rather than £400 because I think £400 is maybe a bit much for us at this stage of life. And £350 is not just for groceries, it's for like nappies and cleaning stuff, laundry, like all of that stuff as well. But it doesn't include like shampoo or maybe like deodorant, because those things we don't typically buy from like the grocery store. I buy those from other places, but that's like a once a year thing or like an every 6 months thing. And yeah, if that sounds good to you, if you like to watch grocery hauls, you like to watch food content, mum content, just like your average girl, then make sure that you are subscribed. I'm currently uploading every single Sunday. I was uploading twice a week, but that just felt like a bit much for me considering my current like TikTok schedule. And I'm officially sole parenting in the month of October, so I needed to cut back. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. It means so much to me, and let's get on into the video. We're starting the month off strong. It is September 1st. We already have a grocery haul, but wait for the price at the end because I think you'll be quite impressed. Let me show you everything that I got. So I popped into my local Eurospar and just grabbed kind of a random assortment of stuff. So I feel like we're all really sick at the minute, so I grabbed some tissues. We always have game nights and I feel like we never have enough crisps. And so I got a big bag of these. They were an offer to try. I have some baking that I want to do this weekend. So I grabbed 2 small bars of Galaxy, 2 bars of white chocolate, and then I got this for Annie and this for Smith, which they've already had one of each. Got the marshmallows also for baking. I have a pack in the pantry, so I'm going to be using that one, and then I'll be putting this in the pantry. And I ran out of yeast, so I just got this to tie me over until I do my groceries on Tuesday. Golden Cow butter, the best butter, it was on offer, so I just grabbed one of those. The digestives, I'm baking something with the marshmallows, the white chocolate. I got 2 things of honey, one for the pantry, one to use. I tried to buy like the jars of honey instead of the squeezy tubs and regretted it instantly because it somehow got tipped over and then literally just all spilled out. And then I got a pack of ham that was on offer, and then a pack of the Korean like cheese slices. This is everything that I got, and the total for everything that I got was 18p. And that's because I had a £30 voucher left over. They had gifted me to like go do a campaign with them, and I'd already done the campaign, had £30 left over, so that's why I kind of got a bunch of random stuff. So I used £30 and they ended up only costing me 18p. I'm going to start including these hauls that I don't pay for, just so you can get an idea of what all I'm getting, even though this did only cost me 18p, so we're off to a very good start. If you haven't seen any of my other monthly grocery hauls, I feel like the first one of the month is just always the craziest, always the biggest. And that is definitely the case here, but I got a lot of good stuff. But before I show you what I got from Tesco, I quickly ran into the butcher's to get a meal for tonight, just something really easy. And I headed into, apparently it's called McNatamney's, but I call it McAtnamy's. I have no clue what it's actually called. I always just go in and kind of shop their red sticker, which is basically the stuff that's like going to go off today, and because I bought it today it's totally fine. So I got 4 things of chicken melters, so like 2 packs. These are normally £4.79 and I got them for £1.99 each. And then I also, to go with it, got some skinny fries. These are normally £2.99. I got them for 99p. I would never pay £2.99 for them, honestly, but 99p is a very good price. Basically, I got dinner for us tonight for £4.97, which I feel like is pretty good considering I had to do absolutely no work, and I'll probably just pay her some sort of vegetables with it. So put that total £4.97. And now let's get into everything that I got from Tesco's. Here's maybe a better look of everything, and we'll start with fruits. I got 2 bags of frozen fruit. I like to make my own jam, so I got that for this. And then I'm making some cheesecakes for a church activity tonight, and I wanted to put like a raspberry coulis on it. Then in terms of fruit, I kind of got the usual stuff I always get: strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, grapes. The kids have been asking for bananas and I haven't gotten them in a few weeks, so I got those. I don't know why this is sitting here, I'll talk about that in a sec. Then for vegetables, I got spinach, head of broccoli. I got the broccoli for tonight. Sweet corn coblets, green onions, mushrooms, 2 big bags of potatoes. I got Vita bread that was on like clearance reduced for a video that I did that went up earlier in the month of Trent taste testing Northern Irish snacks. I got some vanilla ice cream. I feel like that should be over there. Just because it's so hot this week, I just want like to have ice cream or ice pops in the house for the kids. I stocked up on some porridge oats, some tomato puree, cayenne pepper for a recipe, some lasagna, some dried active yeast. I'd actually used up all of my yeast, and some Rice Krispies, like the Tesco knockoffs. I absolutely love these, and we're gonna have a picnic this Friday, and sometimes it's easier just to take like a big bag for me, Trent and the kids to share than like 4 individual little small bags. Then I got some buttermilk for a bread recipe, 2 things of cream cheese. Normally I just buy the Creamfields one, but they only had literally one of them was left, so I had to buy the Tesco's one, which it's like 40-50p more expensive, which is kind of annoying because I'm literally just using them in a recipe, so like I don't notice the taste difference if there even is one. Greek yogurt, Parmigiano Reggiano, some whole milk. I get a 2 litre one, and then I get a 3 litre. 5 litre seems to be our sweet spot. Then for meat this week, I just got bacon and mince. And then I got a lot of like cleaning supplies. They had buy 3 get a 4th cleaning supply free. So I got 2 of the laundry detergents, 1 of like the gel. I started using the Tesco stuff, and I think potentially Annie may be having an allergic reaction to them, or she just is getting really dry skin. So I'm going back to the ferry to see if that helps. And then I also got the Comfort, what's this called, fabric softener. I got 2 things of wipes. I prefer the Rascal, is it Rascal and Friends wipes that have the clasp, but they didn't have any, so these will do for now. The Fred and Flo nappies, these are just whatever's the cheapest. I don't care to spend money on the really expensive stuff. I got a big jumbo thing of kitchen roll, and then I got a huge thing of toilet roll because that was on offer. To tell you the price, I'm going to tell you what we're having for dinners this week. So we're actually going to be away Friday and Saturday this week, so we're not doing dinner at home. And then Sunday, you know, we always eat at my parents', or if you watch my videos, you know. So that means we only have to have 4 dinners this week. We have the chicken melters tonight. We have potato bacon soup, lasagna, and the lasagna I'm like making enough to last 2 meals a separate week in the future, so I'll just whack it in the freezer and we'll have it probably in the month of October while Trent is gone. And then we opened a can of beans for a TikTok for a YouTube video I did earlier in the month, taste testing Lidl versus Sainsbury's, so that needs eating up. I have sausages in the freezer, so we're going to do like sausage, beans and mash, or maybe sausage, beans and chips. Not too sure yet, but yeah, that is our dinners for the week, and the total came to, I want to say £76.87. I have the exact total on the screen, but honestly, for how much I got, considering like the toilet rolls were like £10, like all of that, I'm not too mad about it. Oh, and I also bought, I'm just realizing it's still in the car, 3 things of apple juice that I'm taking to the church activity tonight that I have included in the cost as well. Let me show you all the groceries we got this week from Sainsbury's, but before I do, let me tell you all the meals we're having this week. We're having a slow cooked massaman curry, we're having a chorizo cod potato situation, we are having orzo sausage and like broccoli thing, we are having chicken tacos, we are having a courgette pasta, and then I also bought extra chicken and a soup mix for lunch. We're gonna do some homemade like chicken vegetable soup. I haven't had it in so long, and it's like, I'm so excited for it. So let me show you everything I got. Starting off with the meat, because this is what ate into my budget
the heaviest, but I wanted to kind of treat ourselves. We never get beef and I love beef, so I got this big thing of beef and we're gonna have half it this week and we're gonna freeze the other half for another week while Trent is gone. So although it was expensive, it is doing a meal like next month. I got a big massive thing of chicken thighs. I think this is 2 kilograms. I got some frozen cod because it was cheaper, so we'll see what it's like. The only ingredient is cod, so it should be fine. Got some sausage meat, chorizo, then I got some crisps. I feel like the kids crisp section, like we have like barely anything in our house for them, so I got some skips, potato twirls. I got Tito crisps for a YouTube video, for a TikTok video that I was trying something out. I got these sweets for my son, these chocolates for my daughter. My Waddy was nectar price, so I got one. I got some wraps, 2 things of coconut milk, a 3 litre of milk, a 2 litre of milk, a huge thing of apple juice because I've been having apple juice every morning with my green drink. This Greek yogurt was on offer, like my specific nectar, so I got that. I got just another thing of wipes because they were reduced. Parmigiano Reggiano. I got some massamam curry. I got 2 things of cheese, did not need cheese, but I had this on nectar offer and it was like too good to pass up. I got a basil plant because it was more cheap to get that than to actually like buy it in the packs, like the coriander. I got some soup mix, and then in terms of fruit, I got grapes, raspberries, strawberries, lemon and limes. These little cheapy apples for the kids, pomegranate, some blueberries, and then peaches were on offer, so I grabbed those. Then in terms of vegetables, well, I guess tomatoes are fruit, but I'm going to call it a vegetable. I got big tomatoes, little baby tomatoes, a head of broccoli, an avocado, courgette, coriander, a diced soup mix, and some carrots. Okay, so for the total of all of that, it came to £74 and some pence. Not the cheapest considering I didn't get that much, but the roast beef was £11 in itself, and I got quite a lot of like meat bits this week, so I had to quickly run into Tesco's because we were completely out of nappies, so I grabbed some nappies, a big thing of wipes. I basically just grabbed some stuff that I knew I would need later in the month that I noticed was on offer. This week we headed to Lidl for our groceries. Lidl, I know I say it wrong. And I feel like I got quite a lot of stuff. I had to stock up on a lot of baking stuff. So I feel like that took up quite a large chunk of the budget for this week. But let me run you through what dinners we were having and then I'll get into showing you everything. So we were going to be having salmon with couscous and some sort of veggies, but I couldn't find couscous at Lidl, and the cod, like today's the use by date, it was like half the price of salmon. So we're gonna do cod, and instead of couscous we'll just do rice. One night we're going to have breakfast burritos. We're gonna have chicken wings and potatoes and like broccoli or some sort of veg. We're gonna have chicken enchilada soup, and then the 5th night we will have a lasagna that I made last week or the week before, that I made like a whole big portion of it, literally using like all of the rogue vegetables that needed used. I used some lentils that had been sitting in my cupboard for a while, a pack of mince that was in my freezer. It was just like all stuff around the house. And then we eat out on a Saturday, we eat at my mum's on a Sunday, but I digress. Let me show you everything that I got. So starting off with the meat, like I said, I got the 2 pieces of cod. We're just down to $2.20 each, which is so good. I got a big thing of chicken wings, the chicken breast mini fillets for the enchiladas, and I'm gonna do Caesar salads maybe for lunch during the week, so a bit of that. I got some bacon. Then in terms of just like cleaning stuff, I got some bleach and just some dishwasher tablets. Were pretty good on everything else. Then we got a lot of baking stuff, but first I got a lot of these fruit pouches for the kids. I find Lidl has the best price on these. Like, they're so reasonably priced. It is definitely cheaper to do these kind of things yourself at home, but both my kids love them, and they're such a healthy snack compared to like a bar of chocolate. So yes, it's expensive, but in my head I'd rather them eat this than chocolate, so it is what it is. I got 3 things of the muesli. My husband loves their muesli. I usually get the no sugar added, but we're going to try the sugar stuff because he just ends up adding sugar anyway. So I got some of that, 3 things of that. That way I don't have to go back to Lidl anytime soon. I got 3 things of plain flour. I'm completely out, like not a drop of flour left in my house besides like bread flour. And I go through usually at least 2 of these a week. I just used my last self-raising flour, so I like to have a backup in the pantry. I got a caster sugar that wasn't even that well priced, but I just need it, so I got it. We used up these sprinkles, so I got some of those. And I got these as backups because I just opened my last tub of these, and I just opened my last tub of these as well for some reason. I used up all the last tubs of things at once. I got some more light brown sugar, and then I got some mixed nuts. I used to just buy these separate, but I don't know why, because they're just cheaper like this. I haven't had these in so long. A seed mix for when I make granola. And the kids have been eating so many raisins recently. I've been doing like trail mix for snacks. So my daughter, I just give her the raisins and the chocolate, and then my son, I do raisins, nuts and chocolate, and I feel like that's a really healthy snack. Then I got wraps for the breakfast burritos. I got 2 things of peanut butter because this is like the only peanut butter that just has peanuts in it. I don't know why that is so hard to find everywhere else. And so I got 1 for now and 1 for the pantry. I got 2 things of milk. I kind of hate that Lidl doesn't have the 3 litres because we probably need about 5 litres of milk a week. So this might cut us short a bit. I got some cream. This is not Parmesan. I don't know what it is, but they didn't have Parmesan, and I'm assuming it's kind of the same thing, so I got it. I got some ham for sandwiches. I got some mint chocolate chip ice cream that I really need to put in the freezer. I thought I would just give their ice cream a try, and we already have vanilla in the fridge. I thought it would be good to have some mint chocolate chips since I like it. I got some frozen hash browns for the burritos, and then everything else is just fruit and veg. I got lettuce, broccoli, green beans, lemon and lime bag. I got these cherry tomatoes, big massive thing of raspberries, some plums because they weren't offer. I bought peaches last week and the kids absolutely love them. So we'll see how they do with the plums. I like to just, you already know this, but I like to just try get a different fruit. Like I kind of get the same ones every week, and I try to get like one thing different just to like expose the kids to different fruits and like making sure that they like them. Got blueberries, strawberries. I got white grapes. Normally I prefer red grapes and I normally always buy them, but like I said, I want to expose the kids to other things, so I'm like don't want them to have particular preferences. So I got some white grapes. I got some fun size apples for the kids to snack on. I got red onions. I got some Granny Smith apples for our breakfast and some bananas. And here's the last little look of everything that I got. I genuinely feel like I got a load of stuff when I was like 3/4 of the way through my groceries. I was like, this is gonna cost like £120. Like I have gone crazy on this budget. Like I've done so bad because I just had the biggest trolley, but I was genuinely shocked at the cost. So I did end up buying 4 of these mixed nuts because I bought 3 for my mum, and the total came to £95.64, but that is including the nuts that I bought for her. I'm trying to see if I can find where the nuts are. I'm sitting looking at the whole receipt and I'm like, I can't see them, and they're at the flipping top. So those were £1.99 each, and my mom had 3 of them, so technically that's what, £5.97?
Yeah.
Alexa, what's 95.64 take away 5.97?
95.64 minus 5.97 is 89.67.
£89.67p. I feel like for that much stuff, for that much of like the kids' fruit pouches, not too shabby. It's officially the last grocery of the month, and today I went to Tesco's. I actually signed up last week for the free month of Tesco Club Card Pro. I don't know what the official title is, but basically I've got a free month, but typically you pay $7.99 a month and you save 10% on your two of your shops a month, which I actually think I might start paying for, because on this shop in particular I saved £8, which would already cover the cost of the membership, and then you get one more shop. And I could have done like a bigger shop, but because it was the end of the month I didn't. So I think I might keep that, and I will see maybe if that can help save me some money. But let me quickly tell you the meals that we're having for dinner this week. We have 5 meals. We eat out once, we eat with my parents once. You know the drill. So we have salmon and halloumi, like sweet chili skewers,
We are doing a Thai green chicken curry, which I'm doubling up and freezing a bat for when Trent is gone. I will be doing tomato basil soup and grilled cheese. I'm doing a feta, you know, like the viral feta pasta, but I'm doing it into a pasta salad. Very excited for that. And then buffalo mac and cheese, which I'm also doubling up, chucking the other half in the freezer for when Trent is gone. So we technically do have 7 dinners. Plus, my son has started eating lunch at school, like taking a packed lunch in. So I also had to get a couple extra little bits for that per his request. So let me show you everything that I got. In terms of meat, I got quite a lot of meat because I'm doubling up the recipes, and chicken breast is more expensive. I know I always go on about this, but that's what the recipe's called for, and I just couldn't be bothered to make my life any more complicated when I'm doubling up the recipes. So I got 2 things of that. I got 2 salmon fillets. If we were having just salmon, I would have obviously got 4, but because we're doing skewers with the halloumi, I just got 2. Got the halloumi, got cream cheese. I got some ham for sandwiches and it was just on offer. Some yogurt pouches. These are just so easy for packed lunches. I won't do them every day, but then I got some cream, some Greek yogurt because I can make my own pouches. 2 3 litres of milk. We have been going through milk like none other. I got some apple juice so we can have our green drinks, and we were running out, or we were pretty much done with our Tesco summer fruits. Then in terms of fruit and veggies, I got 2 cherry tomatoes for our pasta salad. I got these vegetables for the Thai green curry. 2 things of on the vine tomatoes for tomato basil soup. Lettuce, because my son requested pasta salad for his school lunches, which is wild to me. So I got some lettuce for that. I got some tomato puree because the one I had went blue molded. Garlic, avocado, and then in terms of fruit, I have blueberries, grapes, kiwis, plums, oranges, huge thing of raspberries and a huge thing of strawberries. I cannot wait to eat these. Then I got some bread for grilled cheese. You know, I've been making my own bread recently, but I just feel like for grilled cheese, this is just better. I got some pittas and some wraps for easy lunches for my son and for the rest of us. I got 2 things of chopped tomatoes. I've got 2 things of coconut milk, some green pesto for lunches, and the Thai green curry paste, cumin, chili powder, and the paprika's actually for my mum, but I bought it, so I'm including it in the haul. I got cream of chicken soup, which it must be for a recipe, but I can't think of what recipe it actually even is at this point, so it's on the list, so I just got it. I got tomato passata. These Ella's Kitchens were on offer, and they're just so good for the packed lunch boxes, so I grabbed one of those. Bin bags, we literally had no bin bags this morning, so I needed to get those. Then the rest is kind of snacky bits, bar the stuff at the back. So I got salt and vinegar sticks, popcorn, hunky dories that I literally popped as I was like closing the boot, so that's why they're like that. Salt and vinegar twirls, and then I got, this was such a good deal, it was £2 for these, compared to like any other crisp, and my kids have to have like the, you know, like the more puffy crisps, just because my 1-year-old, she can't eat obviously like the actual crisps because they're still quite a choking hazard for her. So I'm hoping that they like these because they were a good deal. I got another thing of nappies just because I had the 10% off. I thought I would get them. I got some wipes and tissues for school. My son's school requested that we send a pack in each, so I grabbed those. And this is the last little look at everything that I got. So the total for everything that I got before all the savings was £88.23. I saved £3.86 with just promotions. I saved 37p from the Club Card Plus. You get 10% off their brand, so I think that was the nappies. You get that like every single shop. I saved £4 because I had a £4 voucher, and I'm just going to try to use those every single month. And I saved £8.08 from the 10% off your shop, which brings my total to £71.92, which I feel like with all the savings makes such a big difference. We will be back to see what the grand total for this month is. If you've made it this far, well done to you. It's kind of a long video, but you'll see in the last clip that we ended out at like £348, but I just realised that I forgot to include one of the times I went to go grab eggs. I grab eggs from like a different shop just because it's cheaper and they're like local. So the final total including the eggs is
£352 and 24p. I will have the exact total on screen. So we're £2 over, which I'm not too stressed about that. I think that is perfect. I have noticed in the last few months the cost of groceries going up. Like, I just feel like it is definitely harder to stay on budget, but I still think that £350 is very reasonable for us at this current stage of life. But in the month of October, my husband is going to be gone all month, so the budget is getting a bit of a revamp. So make sure that you're following so that you'll be able to see next month's grocery haul, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit different. Also, if you have any tips as to how you've cut your grocery bill, then please let me know down below, because I'm always looking for ways. I know there is certain ways that I could cut down, but there's some luxuries in life that I'm just not willing to give up. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!